How are you guys doing today? You guys doing good? Ready to start this shit? All right, let's start this shit. Let's start this shit. I say we start this shit, right? Like it's been a while. It's been a while, and we need to start this shit. So let's start this shit. Come on, guys. Start hitting that comment box. Start hitting that like button. Start leaving comments. Let's start talking. We got a lot to talk about. Let's do this shit. Hey everybody, how's it going? What's everybody doing today? How's everybody doing today? Give me 1 second while I put up the chat here. It's been a while, so haven't really been messing with it. Totally forgot to put the chat up, but the chat is up now, so you guys can go ahead and chat. We can discuss. We can do all that stuff now. How are you guys doing? Hopefully you guys been okay. All right, so yeah. So let's go ahead and just talk about my little hiatus. All right, let's talk about my hiatus. It's okay, Rob. I had to recover from watching the DC FU movies too. Man, that's just fucked up on so many different levels, bro. OG Millman. No, what happened was I heard about the Madam Web news and it gave me a heart attack and I had to run into the hospital. No, that's not it. I'm actually down for the Madam Web news. I like what's her name? Something Johnson, Dakota Johnson. Yeah, I kind of like her. So I'm down for that news. It's a weird choice, but I'm down for it nonetheless. But no, I kind of been at a commission since Thursday. So what's really been going on, and I will explain it to you. So, I mean, a lot of stuff has been happening in the past 5 to 6 months. As you guys know, Danny and Onzo and I aren't doing Storms Live anymore. That's because after 18 years, I quit my job at Walmart and I got a new job. But my new job, the schedule is 6 at night until 2 in the morning. So we can't stream because Danny and Onzo are working during the day, and when they're getting off work, I'm going to work, so we have no time to stream. But I did talk to Danny and Onzo, and I'm like, hey, can we do Storms Live maybe on the weekends, like every Sunday? We'll do Storms Live, okay? Because I know Onzo likes to go out with his girl on Saturdays and stuff, and I have my girlfriend on the weekends too. So starting not this Sunday, the following Sunday, the Sunday after the Super Bowl, we're gonna start streaming Storms Live weekly. So it's not gonna be like the Daily Show, not yet. Whenever I get my schedule back on the shift that I want, it's gonna be temporary. This is not permanent forever. But when it does, Storms Live will come back as the 3 to 4 to 5 days a week show. But to me, the most important thing is getting Storms Live back into at least a weekly format. So that's one thing that I'm hoping for. So that's one thing. I just wanted to address that. The second thing is I've been busting my butt trying to get daily videos out every single day. Some days I do 2 to 3 videos. Right, I'm like, all right, I'm going to do 2 to 3 videos. I'm going to talk about this, talk about that. Views haven't been well. And that's sort of my fault because I've been really heavy into gaming lately. I've been gaming a lot lately. So I want to talk about video games. But most of my subscribers want me, whoa. But the thing is, my subscriber base comes to me for Star Wars, Marvel, DC stuff. So that's how that pretty much goes. So if I put out a video game video and nobody watches it, then that tells YouTube that my next video is going to be lower. The way it goes with YouTube is if your first video, like say I do a video today and it gets like 2,000 views, then YouTube will say, oh, it did really well, and it would help promote me tomorrow. But if I do a video today and it doesn't do well, then tomorrow YouTube's not even going to bother with it. So that's the thing. With me jumping back and doing video game reviews, I did the Pokemon Arceus first impression, got like 400 views. So my next video went down in views. So that's why YouTube is just YouTube's funny when it comes with the algorithm. But so I've been trying to do like a lot of videos. I haven't really live streamed at all because I don't have a whole lot of time to live stream. I got into the car accident back in December. I'm going to the doctors 3-4 times a week to try to rehabilitate my neck and back. So with that, getting home at 2, 3 in the morning, sometimes 4, sleeping until 12, getting up, going to the doctors, coming home. By that time, it's time for me to go to work again. So I don't have a whole lot of free time. But today I had a little bit of extra time. I wanted to get on here because I haven't done any content, whether it be live streamed or videos, since last week, the middle of last week. And here's the reason for it. I don't know if you guys can see it, but I got a cotton ball in my ear. That's because I have a ruptured eardrum. And I don't know how that happened, to be honest with you. Basically, last Tuesday, I was at work. I was working with a coworker of mine, and everything was fine. And then I got to work, and it was actually not last Tuesday. It was the Tuesday before that. I got to work, and it was like around 1 o'clock, and we were doing a pretty big area because now I clean carpets and tile and stuff like that. And the job isn't hard, but it is very laborish, and you do, like, you're out of late. And I started sweating really bad. And my neck started hurting, because of the accident. I have 3 herniated discs in my neck. And I messaged my boss, and I was like, hey, I'm not feeling too well. Like, I really feel bad. I feel like I have COVID again, but I just got over COVID last month, so there's no way I have COVID again. He's like, well, just go lay in the truck. So I went laid in the truck. My partner finished up the job, went home, and I didn't say goodbye to him or nothing. I just got in the car and went home. And I slept all day. And then the next day, I went and got tested for COVID again. Came back negative, like I thought, because I just had COVID. And I messaged my boss. I'm like, well, the good news is I don't have COVID. Well, he's like, well, how do you feel? I'm like, I feel like I'm good enough to work. I don't want to miss any more work at this point because back in December, my first day on the job, I got into the car accident. Then I missed 2 weeks for COVID. So I didn't want to miss no more work. So I know I'm kind of going on in this long story, but I kind of want to give everybody like an honest reason why I was out for so long. But if you guys coming in, please do me a favor, smash that like button, because the more you guys hit the like button, the more people will enter the stream, because YouTube will be like, hey, this is trending, please go over here. So please hit that like button. Also, you guys want to help support the channel, you can become Storm Nation members for exclusive content by hitting the join button or super chats, and I'll answer any questions you guys send in through super chat. Yeah, I wasn't feeling real well, went to work, and I just felt like I had a ball inside my ear. And it was making me dizzy. It was like some kind of liquid, right? It was like if you ever went swimming or in a shower and you have water in your ear, it will make you dizzy, right? You're like everything's dizzy. But I worked the entire week, and then I was sitting in bed. I got home from work. I just got done taking a shower, sitting in bed, and I just felt a pop in my ear. And just yellow pus started running from my ear. I went like this, and I'm like, okay, well, obviously whatever was trapped in there came out. So I took a Q-tip, rubbed around, tried to get the excess stuff out. The next day, no better. My throat started killing me, right? Like I couldn't swallow. My throat was in so much pain. Everything around my ear was swollen. I'm putting heating pads on. I'm taking ear drops. I went to Walmart and got 3 or 4 different types eardrops, right? Like I got these, I got these, I got this, like all different types of eardrops, and nothing's helping, right? Nothing's helping at all. And finally, I was in so much pain, I was like, I gotta go to the emergency room. And this was Thursday. And as you know, the last video I did on my channel, I think, was the Madam Web video. I did the Book of Boba Fett video, which didn't get no views. I don't know why. Like doesn't get no views. Let me check and see what my Book of Boba Fett video did. Just didn't get any views. So my book of Boba Fett video, actually that wasn't my last one. It did 1,200 views. That's better than most of them. My Suicide Squad kills get delayed. That only did 693 views. The Madam Web one did very, very well. So I'm happy about that. But as you can see, like, my videos haven't been doing well. 600, 500, but anything movie related, man, is hitting pretty high numbers. Video games, not so much. So it's obvious people don't care about my video game videos here on the channel. But look, even that episode 5 one didn't do well either. But that was my last video, was the what if one, or the what the fuck Madam Web one. So like I said, I wasn't feeling well, so I was like, all right, I got to go to the emergency room. Went to the emergency room. Doctor's like, so what's the problem? I'm like, well, my ear feels full. I'm dizzy, It hurts on the outside. My throat is killing me. He's like, do you have any other medical conditions? I'm like, not that I know of. He's like, are you allergic to anything? I'm like, not that I'm alert, know of. Right? So he goes, open your mouth, say, ah. He looked in my mouth. Then he looked in this ear. Then he looked into the bad ear. Then he looked back into this ear, went back into this ear. It's like, looks like you have a ruptured eardrum. I'm just like, fuck. So then he gave me different medication here. An antibiotic, which is amoxicillin, and a very, very, very high ibuprofen. I'm happy to say, this is the 4th day I had the medication. After 3 days, I no longer need the ibuprofen for pain. So I am happy about that. But yeah, so I have a ruptured eardrum. Still have the cotton in it. So I haven't really wanted to do anything. I haven't even gamed. I was in the middle of playing a few different games. I was playing Pokemon Arceus, Yu-Gi-Oh, and Pokemon Arceus, Yu-Gi-Oh, Kenna, and Tales of Arise were some of the games I was in the middle of. I haven't played anything since last week. Nothing. I was out of it, man. It's just like I couldn't, like I physically could not do it. I was in so much pain. So much pain. We got 17 people watching, 13 likes. I need you guys to smash that like button. I really do. I need y'all to smash that like button, please. Come on, guys. I haven't streamed in over a week. We only got 17 people watching, and only 13 likes. Come on, man. We got 16 people watching. We need 16 likes, guys. All right, come on. So yeah, I just didn't feel compelled to really talk about much because one, I was in so much pain from the ear, and I didn't know what to say. There wasn't a whole lot going on in terms of, well, what's going on the channel here, right? Like what are the news here? Like it's the same stuff. Nothing really new to talk about. Ghostbuster figures, exaggerated martial arts skills, the way in the role. Like, this is all non-stuff. The origin of No Way Home's farewell saying, like, this is not news. This isn't news that's going to get clicks. So, the only real news that happened was the Obi-Wan show being confirmed to come out in May. And that was really the only news that I saw that was worth talking about. I'm like, well, I'll just cover that in a live stream. We got 20 people watching. How did we go down likes? We had 13 likes. Now we're down likes, probably because someone's like, fuck, I'm going to hit the dislike button. Stormbreaker Gamer said, Rob, there's a rumor that Zack Snyder is directing World War Hulk in the MCU. I've been taking it with a grain of salt. I have not heard those rumors. I've been on very credible websites. I go on, like, if you're going to go to like Cosmic Book News or stuff, like, their rumors are like they're never right about anything. Like, I'll go to Cosmic Book News right now. But why was Zach, Cosmic Book News is not connected. What the hell? Did they finally take that bullshit website down? Let me see. Zack Snyder what's up, Jasm? World War Hulk. Why would they even do a World War Hulk movie? He was already out in space. Were they gonna put him back in space now? World War Hulk movie confirmed. Zack Snyder MCU plans. So first of all, I just want to say that this website is not a credible website. Cineraz. Look at this. Look at this. This is not even real font, man. Hey guys, this is my channel, Superverse. I discussed related DC. Look, so I'm going to go out on a limb here and say this is not a rumor you should be paying attention to. Just saying. I think maybe you should just get that out of your mind. Would I like to see Zack Snyder direct an MCU movie? Sure, if he can keep it under 3 fucking hours. And the World War Hulk doesn't make any fucking sense. Bruce Banner was already in space. He was sent into space at the end of Age of Ultron. He was there during Ragnarok and the beginning of Infinity War. Came back to Earth. He's going to be in the She-Hulk series. Why would they then make a World War Hulk movie with him in space now? Not only that, Marvel has already come out and said that they won't do a Hulk standalone movie because I believe Paramount, it's either Paramount or Universal, one of those has a distribution rights. So they're not going to do that. That's stupid. So just all the things I said right there, I'm going to step on the side of I don't think that's gonna happen, Scotty. Sorry, I doubt it. Just some gig guy renewed his membership. 15 months, man. It's been almost a year and a half. Hello, Rob. Glad to see you're doing okay. We will bring Storm Nation tonight, or will we wait Friday and not the one we missed last week? We're gonna do Storm Nation tomorrow. We're going to do it tomorrow. I can't do it on Fridays. As much as I want to do it on Fridays, and it will move to Fridays permanently, but that's after everything with my chiropractor and my neck therapy is over. Right now, I just can't get home at 3 in the morning, get up, go to my doctor's, come home, do Storm Nation, and then go straight to work. I can't. Right now, Tuesdays and Thursdays are my off days from the doctor. I go to the doctors on Mondays, Wednesdays, and Fridays. Okay? So Tuesday or Thursday, I let you pick. Which one do you want? Do you want to do Storm Nation on Tuesdays? Do you want to do Storm Nation on Fridays? So I'm gonna let you guys choose. It's gotta be one of those at 4 o'clock. 4 o'clock on one of those days. So I let you guys do the choice on that one. I miss the old days of Endgame. When I discovered your channel, man, I saw the Just League rant, and boy, I was hooked. Yeah, I want to get back to those rants. I mean, that's sort of the way I feel about this World War Hulk Zack Snyder thing. Like, what? Get the fuck out of here, man. First of all, I don't know why everybody is on Zack Snyder's cock, man. Like, this guy is not all that in a bag of potato chips. Because if he was, the DCEU would not be rebuilding everything. Like, where were all you guys when you were supporting him during Man of Steel and Batman v Superman, Martha? Like, where were you guys? What happened was you guys bitched, and then when they changed shit, you're like, oh, this ain't better. It's the classic, you don't know what you have until it's gone moment, right? I don't think Zack Snyder's a bad director. I like a lot of Zack Snyder movies. Watchmen is my favorite comic book movie. But let's be real. Let's call a spade a spade. It's like, you guys didn't support him. Right? And I'm sorry, Zack Snyder has a bad problem with whatever movie he directs has to be massively, insanely lengthy. Like, it has to be 3.5 to 4 hours long. Batman v Superman, the ultimate cut is like 3 hours. I think it's like 3 hours even. Right? Like, that's an insane, stupid amount of time for that movie. That movie should not take that long. Go back and watch that movie. There are shit in that movie that did not need to be in it. Same thing with Justice League. I like the Zack Snyder's Justice League movie. I do. 4 hours long, you added shit in there that didn't need to be in there. Like, the whole last scene, although it was awesome in the post-apocalyptic world and Joker and all that stuff, but let's not sit there and bullshit ourselves, guys. Like, that didn't need to be in there, because there's not a sequel to a follow-up that. If Zack Snyder would have took all that fucking, like, scenes in Batman v Superman Ultimate Cut, like all the Omega Sign scenes and the flashback scenes and the nightmare scenes, and took all that shit out, you could have had a nice 2-hour movie that was straight to the point. But he convoluted it with so much extra shit. Like, he's like one of those guys, right, where he's like a kid. Like, at like a buffet, and he just wants all the sweets. He's like, no, I want that, and I want that, and I want that. I'm like, dude, just focus on one thing. Focus on one thing. No, he wants everything. That's Zack Snyder. That's Zack Snyder. Some geek guy said, please do Fridays, because I'm not doing Fridays, man. Dude, what part of everything I just said makes any sense to you? Please do Fridays. I start college again, and I have online Zoom lectures. I'm sorry that you only have college. I am sorry that you have college, okay? I have work, doctor's appointments, and other stuff that I have to take care of. It's Tuesdays or Thursdays. That's all I can do, okay? You have school. You don't have a job. You don't have any real responsibility. I have to work from 6 o'clock to sometimes 4:35 in the morning, then get up, go to my doctor's appointment for 2 hours while they rearrange my neck and herniated disc, but you want me to take my couple free hours to rest and stream because you have school. Come on, bro. Have some sympathy and common sense. Like, seriously, bro. Like, do you know what it's like to go to work and work all night and come home at 5 in the morning with a bad neck, bad shoulder from a car accident, then going to the doctor, and then also trying to do everything else that you have to do in your life, like pay your bills, go to the post office, go do do this, do all that. Like, seriously? I said all that, and you're like, please do Fridays. It's like, you don't care about anything. It's like, you do not care about anything. It's like, only what Jasmine wants. Whatever Jasmine wants, that's what we had to do. Like, he's the center of attention. I wish I had your life. I wish I only had to go to school and my rich parents would pay for everything. I wish. I can't do that. Okay? I have to work. Hard, laborious job with 3 herniated discs, a burst eardrum, and I have to go to my doctor's appointment and everything just to pay my bills. And you're like, oh no, it's all about me. It's Jasmine Nation, not Storms Nation. You know, I don't have to worry about anything because my parents pay for everything. So I want it on Fridays, so I'm going to do it on Fridays. Really? 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 Kills me, man. Kills me. You know... Never mind. I'm going to say something I'm probably going to regret, so I'm not going to say it. How did I blow my eardrum? I have no idea. I had no idea. I think it was a combination of being sick, getting a infected ear, and when I was cleaning it with a Q-tip, I think maybe I took the Q-tip too far in, and that bursted it. But I had an infection in my ear, but when I started cleaning it with the Q-tip, that's when the eardrum burst. Unfortunately. So yeah, not so good. What's up, Samuel? How you doing, buddy? How you guys doing? We have 25 people in, 20 likes. Let's try to get up to 25 likes. Share it around social media, all that great stuff. 26 people watching. Send in any questions you guys want. Let's keep the topic going. Let's keep the discussion going. Been streaming for 23 minutes. I want to do a full hour. Tomorrow I'll go back to doing daily videos. Right now there's just not a whole lot to talk about. Britt Jackson in the house. What's up, girl? I seen your comment earlier on, but I was doing all my explaining, so I didn't have time to really talk about everything. But what's up, Victor Bell? Britt Jackson in the house. John Cena. Robert, are you excited for Batman next month? I mean, I'm gonna go see it. I don't get excited for movies anymore. I think I really got much older these past 2 years. I think these past 2 years was a big wake up call for me, where I don't get excited for certain things. Right? It's like, oh, you know, I think the most excited I got was for probably Ghostbusters Afterlife and Spider-Man No Way Home. And my level of excitement was, hey, I get to go see those movies tomorrow. Like, no more do I sit there and I'm like, oh, man, I can't wait for this movie. We got 3 days, 5 hours, 6 days. Blah, blah. Like, I'm not doing that. I'm not sitting there going, we got 5 days, 6 hours, 7 minutes, and 39 seconds until I don't get like that no more. I don't. I got so much stuff going on. Like, I literally just said, you know, I'm working all the time. I got to go to the doctors for my neck, and everything. And it's just like, everything, like I just said, the last thing on my mind is movies. And if I'm going to be completely honest with everybody, lately I have been more invested in gaming again than movies, right? Like I'm just enjoying sitting back, playing either my Xbox Series X, my PS5, or my Switch, playing those games, relaxing, and not have to worry about, hey, God, did you hear a rumor? Mephisto's in the back picture of the poster of Captain Marvel 2. It's like, I'm done with that. You know, it's like people just make shit up now. Like you go on YouTube. Let me see if I can find an example. It's ridiculous now. You know, I like talking about those movies, but I want to talk about those movies when there's something to talk about. So here's my subscription list, and you can see right here. Obi-Wan coming in May. Like, how much? Like, what can I really say in a video about that? Hey, guys, guess what? Obi-Wan's coming out in May. Can't wait for it. Can I really do a 15-minute video on that? DC Black Adam trailer set for the Super Bowl. What can I do? Like, hey guys, did you hear the rumor? Black Adam might play in the Super Bowl. There's not. I want a discussion. I want to talk. I want to be able to interact. Doctor Strange 2 trailer, release update. We're talking about release updates to a fucking trailer. Spider-Man No Way Home release date. Like, these are all not topics, man. Flash Star cast doubts on Ben Affleck. Like, this is just making shit up, man. Spider-Man announcement breakdown. These are all just not announcements, man. And it's the same thing if I would go over to superherohype.com. It's like Charlie Cox has his hopes set up for future. It's like, these are not topics that I can talk about. Oh, let's talk about the Ghostbusters Amigo figures. It's like, what are we talking about? You know? Like, what are we talking about? And that's the thing that's kind of been on my thing right now. It's like, I want to go back to talking about movies and games and stuff, but right now the gaming scene is... I'm sorry, guys. I'm still coming off the cold. Sorry, I'm still coming off the cold. But the gaming scene is way more interesting right now than the movie scene, because we got Xbox buying Activision Blizzard, Sony buying Bungie. You got this game coming out. You got Sifu come out this past week. We got Strangers of Paradise coming out in January, February, in March. Like, we have so much more going on. Movies, what the hell do we got going on? It's like, hey, did you guys hear that Moonfall, whatever the fuck that name of that movie is, the Rowan Emmerich movie, he said superhero movies are ruining cinema. How many times have we talked about that topic here on this channel? How many times has YouTube talked about this topic? Everybody who talks about superhero topics talk about this countless times, whether it be Martin Scorsese or James Cameron or this director. Every time a director comes out and their movie flops, they come out and say superhero movies are ruining cinema. And we talk about it on the channel like this is news. It's just this is the reason why I stopped watching wrestling, because it's the same recycled storylines over and over again. You know? So it's like, what is there really to talk about in the movie universe right now? I don't do reviews. I'm not Adam J. I'm not Cody Leach. I'm not Chris Stuckman or Jeremy John. I like to have discussions. I don't like to review things. I'll be the first person to admit, when it comes to reviews, I suck. I can come out and tell you right now, I suck at reviews, right? I much rather get here and say, hey guys, I just saw King of Staten Island and I thought it was a really good movie, and this was this, and me discussing the movie with you, I like doing that. But as in terms of like Adam and Jeremy Johns coming down and be like, yeah, I noticed this and this and this. And no, there are people that can review movies. I'm a person that likes to talk about movies. I want to discuss stuff. I want to discuss things. But right now, in terms of movies, there's not, like, what do you want me to talk about? Black Panther 2 for the 900th time? Like, when there's news to talk about stuff, I will talk about stuff. Now, this coming Sunday, when all the trailers hit and we have the Super Bowl trailer stuff, I will talk about each and every one of those things. But I'm not going to sit here and make up shit and talk about it. So, just like, what's there to talk about? You know? What's there to talk about? Please, somebody tell me. What's there to talk about? Please tell me. Please, God, tell me. Tell me what's there. I just want some breakfast. I want some breakfast, Chucky. And yeah, when it comes to like stuff right now, it's just right now gaming is more of the thing right now. There's so much stuff going on in gaming, you know, but it's hard to break into gaming when nobody watches. My Pokemon Arceus video, which I spent a lot of time on that Pokemon Arceus video. Where is it? I spent a lot of time on this video. A lot of editing, a lot Disney of Hulu and a lot of editing, a lot of gameplay footage that I recorded myself. And look, 532 views. And I went into this thing and I busted my butt editing this video, and nothing. You know, so like the stuff that I'm passionate about, nobody wants to watch, but they want to ask me 900th time, like, Rob, what do you think Tobey Maguire is gonna do in Doctor Strange 2? Like, there's nobody even saying he's gonna be in the goddamn movie. Like, come on. Victor Bell said, just to throw it out there, guys, I'm gonna go in and cherry pick some of your questions. But if you want me to read your question and you want me to answer something, and if you have something you want to hear me talk about, best way to do so is by smashing that super chat button. The super chat button helps fund the channel, of course. I got the stream boss right down here, so every time you send in a super chat, it helps eliminate stream boss, and then the current stream boss gets on there, and I always take a picture of the current stream boss, put it on Instagram, like, look, new stream boss. But super chats are the best way. Otherwise, I'm just gonna kind of go in and cherry pick. Victor Bell says, Rob, have you gotten any new collectibles? Started investing in those Force SFX lightsabers. I got a couple collectibles, but not stuff like that. I've been hurting for money, so I haven't been spending money. But I did buy a couple Switch games, some rare Switch games. I bought Star Wars Bounty Hunter. Actually, it's Star Wars Republic Commando on the Nintendo Switch. This is limited run. Got the limited run card back there. So I bought that. I bought the No More Heroes box set. I bought Curse of the Moon, Bloodstained Curse of the Moon 2. Just different Switch games. I like collecting for the Switch because I have these nice hard plastics for it. I don't know if you guys can see it, but I have these nice hard plastics for it. And yeah, it keeps the game nice and safe. It's sealed. I did manage to come across a Xenoblade Chronicles 2 and the other one. Hold on, give me 1 second. So these are some of my most recent purchases, which I haven't. This was like over a month ago. I haven't really been spending money on games any, but I bought the No More Heroes 1 and 2 collection. This is the Japanese version, which has the English in it and all that great stuff. So then I got Xenoblade Chronicles. This case is dirty as hell. I'm going to have to go in and clean this case. Chronicles 1. Xenoblade Chronicles 2 sealed. This is sealed. That's why it's in the hard plastic case. This is sealed. This is an expensive game. Like brand new sealed. Let's see how much this game is going for brand new sealed. All right, let's see. Let's see, right? Let's try eBay. All right. All right, let's see. Xenoblade Chronicles 2 new sealed. Let's see how much this thing is going for. Buy it now. So it looks like sealed is going for like $75. I paid like $149 for this one. So it's like you can see they're going up high. They're going really, really high. And look, even the prequel one, the prequel storyline, is going for it's going for almost $300. So I do have this sealed, and I do have the prequel one, the one that's going for $300, and it's also sealed. And you guys can see it's going for a massive amount right now. Like it's going for almost $200, and I have that one sealed. I got a couple super chats I will get to in a second. And then I got Bloodstained Curse of the Moon, Part 2, Part 1, and Bloodstained Ritual of the Night. So those are some of the games that I have. And that's what I've been doing with collecting. I haven't really been collecting. But when I see games that are like on sale on the bargain, if I have a little extra money, I do that. And I also have I started kind of getting back into Yu-Gi-Oh! A little bit. I just bought a Cyber Dragon deck that cost me like $30. So, Victor Bell coming in with the $5 super chat saying, from the homie in Chicago, what's up in the Windy City, bro? I bet you're freezing your ass off up there, man. Chicago, I bet, man. It's like I was born in New York, but I haven't lived there since first grade. But I remember snow, and I remember how cold that shit is, and getting hit with snowballs and stuff. Like, that shit's real, man. That shit's real. That's why I wear the Buffalo hat, because I'm a Buffalo Bills fan. I was born in upstate New York, so I know about the cold, bro. So big shout out to you, and thank you so much, Victor, for that $5 super chat. I appreciate it. Ring Header came in with a $10 super chat, thrown in that big yellow right there. Didn't have anything to say, just wanted to support you. Thank you. Thank you. Thank you so much. Mucho gracias. Thank you so much. That means a lot, man. That really does mean a lot. Thank you so much. We're close to a new stream boss, too. I actually got to get my phone when I get there so I can boom, new stream boss. But yeah, thank you so much for that. I really, really appreciate the support, man. Every little bit helps. I like getting into where people come in and they ask questions, and we have dialogue and we talk and stuff like that. And I'm not like, you don't have to throw in like $5 or $10, but if like everybody just throws in like $2 and we start talking and have a discussion, I want an open discussion. But I really want to get the Sifu game, and I don't think it's out anywhere. Like I want to get it, but I think it might be digitally only. There was a game that came out on Digital Run yesterday. I wanted so bad, but I'm not gonna pay $40 for it and then not get it for like 5 months. I don't even know if I'm gonna be living here in 5 months. So I'm like, I'll wait. Really want to get Kenna too. I got Kenna on PC, and I really, really enjoy Kenna. But yeah, Overcooked. What? Big time. The cold has killed two batteries already this winter. Damn. Yeah, I remember last year when I went to Tennessee during October, the last day there, my whole car was filled with ice. I got back to Florida. The next day, my battery was dead. I give Florida a lot of shit, but I like Florida, man. It's cool when it's cool out. It doesn't get any colder to like 40. The coldest I've ever seen in Florida was like 30-something. So it's nice. And, the heat sucks, but you got air conditioning. So, yeah. Yeah, yeah. Oh, dude, that Uncharted movie looks awful, bro. For real, King. Kingslayer, absolutely, man. The thing that's throwing me off is the Mark Wahlberg thing. I came around to the Tom Holland thing. I don't want a young Tom Holland personally, but I understand studio-wise and business-wise, it's smart because you want a young actor who can carry the franchise for like 4 to 5 movies. You want a character that can be able to carry the franchise for like 5 years. So you want a young actor. Tom Holland is special because he's known as Spider-Man. So they're going to bring in the Spider-Man audience. They're going to bring in the Uncharted audience. To me, Mark Wahlberg is the most confusing one because Mark Wahlberg was supposed to play Nathan Drake in the original when they first developed this movie. And then, as directors changed and this movie was like, purgatory, they're like, all right, they moved from Mark Wahlberg to Tom Holland. But then they kept Mark Wahlberg around as Sully, which just doesn't make sense. Just because Sully's not that type of, he doesn't act like Sully. Sully's more like calm, kind of shady, but like a father figure. And Mark Wahlberg's more like Mark Wahlberg, it's just like completely different things, It's completely different things. And it's weird as hell. It's weird as hell. No, I have not watched any Superman or Lois. I have HBO Max. When I was sick, I was like, all right, man, I'm going to go through this and I'm going to finish. I only watched the first 3 episodes of season 1 and I liked it a lot. Right? But here's the problem with me, right? These network television shows on CW are so long. Like, you're talking about 45-minute episodes, usually 20 to 23-minute episodes. And to me, especially when I'm not feeling well or I have any downtime, I'm just laying in bed watching it. I'm like, 1, I'm falling asleep. 2, I don't really, like, I feel like I could be doing something else. Now, I did see spoilers for season 2 where Bizarro's in there. And I'm like, oh, man, this sounds pretty dope. And I do want to watch it. I'll get to around to it at some point. I'll get around to it at some point. The Juju Man said, did you ever play the game 13? It was a cell shaded FPS. Yeah, I believe it was on what, Xbox 360. I believe they remastered it, man, or the remaster's getting ready to come out. The remastered actually getting ready to come out. Let me see. It might already be out, but the studio was getting ready to remaster that game. Oh, it's on the PS4 right now. Yeah, they did remaster it. Yeah, it's right here. You go on PS4 right now and get it. But I never played it when it first came out. Oh, it's also on the Xbox One. It looks pretty cool. It looks pretty dope. It looks pretty dope, man. It looks pretty dope. Looks pretty dope. I would give it a shot. Anybody want to donate it to me? Donate it to me. Send it to me. Victor Bell coming in with a $5 super chat. Almost a new stream boss. Considering moving to Tampa, Rob, have you thought about writing fan fiction? I love to see what people that know the source material write. Well, here's the thing. I don't really write fan fiction, because no lie though, I always wanted to write a Spider-Man fan fiction because I wanted to continue the comic book from Brand New Day. I wanted to continue it and kind of involve in it. But I never did. And I never really got into fan fiction, same way I don't get into fan films. I know my boy Nindroid, he likes going and doing the Nindroid edits to Star Wars and stuff. And I don't like fan films personally. You know, it's just like, oh man, it's just like, it's not real. You know what I mean? It's not real. It's just fan made. And I don't like watching stuff like that. And I don't like reading fan fiction either. But I do write, and I have a book that's actually published. I don't know if you guys know this, but back in, what year was it that this thing was published? I don't even know. This had to be like 4 or 5 years ago. But I wrote a book, and it's actually available on Amazon, and it's called Aya. You can buy the paperback or Kindle edition. I will post a link in the comments here. But yeah, if you go to Amazon right now and type in Aya, Robert Storms, you guys can see right there, written by Robert Storms and Adam Seaback. Adam was my editor. He went and edited it for me. He added a couple things to it, but the story is my story. I came up with it myself. Adam added like 2 characters in it. I really liked the 2 characters. I think he added 1 character. His name is Mordred. That was a character that he added, and Adam added some context to that. But yeah. And we wrote this book. I wrote it. He edited it. The sun was blazing. Let me see if I can read this. The sun blazed its glory upon Terrabeliza's mighty kingdom as autumn was coming to an end. Birds singing in the early morning inspired joy. Oh, what happened? Oh, man. Hold on. Inspired joy and wonderment in the hearts of its people. However, that joy and wonderment was lost on the kingdom's young princess Aya. The petite, brown-haired princess stood outside her balcony, still in her pink, silky sleeping garments, with what felt like the weight of the world on her shoulders. At any other point in her life, this would have been a perfect day, but not today. As Aya stood there, thoughts of her mother flooded through her mind. As she tried to hold back the tears that seemed to always peek through her eyes these days, making the rare blue in them shine sadly. The fight was no use. She knew no matter how hard she tried, nothing held back the tears. It had only been a few short weeks since Aya had to say goodbye to her beloved mother. Aya stood on the balcony day, stood on that balcony day and night since day and night since her mother's passing, and the thought of never hearing her mother speak again. Well, so I'm not going to go into the whole thing, but yeah, I wrote a novel. It's almost 400 pages long. It's self-published on Amazon. You can get the paperback, or you can get the Kindle for $3.99, paperback for $12.99. But yeah, there it is. If you guys are interested in it, you guys can check it out, man. Check it out. But yeah, here's the link if you guys want to check it out. Whoa, that's not the link. That's not the link. That's not the link. This is the link. if you guys are interested in it anyway. But yeah, are you considering moving to Tampa? Because that's a good consideration. I live about an hour and a half from Tampa. I live in Orlando. So, yeah, it's really good, man. Would buying the book support you more, or another super chat? No. If you buy the book, I get like $1. Because they have to print the book, ship the book. I get like $1 for every book that gets sold. I think I sold a total of maybe 350 copies, and I think maybe I made $100 out of that whole thing. But I didn't write it to make money. I wrote it because I had a story since high school that I wanted to tell, and I wanted to tell the story. So super chats definitely support better than buying the book. But if you want to buy the book to read it, I like to discuss the book with people. But but yeah, super chat support way better than buying the book. I make $0 almost on that book, or like $1. And I don't even think it's set to my banking account anymore, so I don't even think I get the royalties at all anymore. But I still encourage people to pick it up just to read it, If you ever want to know, like, what's going in the mind of Robert Storms and the way he thinks and the way he looks at stuff, that book really tells you a lot. Like, that book it's a fairy tale at its heart, It's about a princess, and she has a power, and her kingdom gets overrun, and there's a witch and everything, or a sorceress. It's a fairy tale, but at the same time, it's dark and it's sad. And, I feel like I really go into these characters and put them in a way that, they have to be their best to come out of it. So, yeah. Was writing the process hard? Bro, years. I was issued a short story I had to write in high school, my senior year. I wrote the short story, and it was called Tale of the Seashell. And the character's name wasn't I think I was always the main character, but then the guy's name was like Yuki. I turned him into Jacob. And it was very, very, and there was a sorceress there, and there wasn't really no goblins or anything in the short story. And the short story was like 10 pages, handwritten. And my teacher said, "This is very creative. You need to do something with this." And then I just kept adding to the story over the years. And then I got with my friend Andrew. We turned it into a comic book. We did 3 issues, and we never finished the comic book for certain reasons. And as years passed, I tried to write the book, and I just kind of gave up on it. Then, like, about maybe 8 years ago, I'm like, fuck it, I'm finishing this damn book. And I contacted Adam, who was at the time going for a degree in writing, and I'm like, "Hey man, if I write this, can you edit this for me?" He's like, "Yeah." So I wrote it, sent it to him, came back, he edited it, and there was he added stuff. I'm like, "What the fuck is this? Who the fuck is Mordred?" He's like, "Oh, just stuff I wanted to add." And so we started collabing on it. And I would write the chapter, send it in. He would fix it, add a little stuff, send it back. I would reread it. I'm like, okay. And then he changed the ending completely. I'm like, what's this? And he's like, "Oh yeah, man. I wanted to do this." I'm like, "That's not how I wanted this to end." So I took his ending that he wrote and I threw it away. I'm like, we're ending the story the way I want to end it. Like I'm okay with collabing with you and everything. I'm like, but this is my story. I want to tell my story, and at the end of the day, this ending has to happen the way I want it. So he stuck to just editing and stuff, and the book came out. Then at the time, my ex-wife, she reread it, edited it. Then we sent it to Adam's sister. Adam's sister read it and rewrote it. And so the book, we went through like 5 or 6 different reads and re-edit. So it was a very long process. When we got serious about it, it took us about 1.5 years to 2 years. And even then, if you get the book, you'll still see a couple errors. And we had everybody read and rewrite this thing. Well, not rewrite, but edit. So, and we still had like some errors in it. But I'm glad it happened. I have thoughts for a sequel. I'll never do a sequel. It just took way too long. I don't have that time in my life where I can sit down and write. I have an outline of what I want to happen. I have an outline for a trilogy, but not going to do that. I really wish I had a large amount of money I can invest into an art studio and have them do like animated movie of it. Sort of like DC does with their animated movies, like a nice 30 minutes to a 2-hour animated movie of Aya. and just boom, and it would be very, very adult, very, very adult. Like there's nudity and there's blood, there's guts, there's a lot of dark stuff in it. Um, so yeah, that was always been a dream of mine. I instead of writing sequels, I just want to take Aya and expand it to different mediums. I would like to do the comic book thing again, but comic book is like a failing medium right now. Maybe manga, but where would I find time to pay somebody to do that? So it's very, very hard. I can see how you would have to reel Adam back, and yeah, he ended it on like the super happy note, like the sun was shining and everybody was happy. They all remember everything that they did, and blah blah blah. It's like, you ever go to a movie where like everybody dies or somebody dies, and then like they start crying and the tears like bring them back to life, or it starts to rain and everybody comes back to life. Like he had one of those endings. I'm like, bro, this has been a very dark, serious book for the most part. Like this was very Game of Thrones. Like people were like getting capped off through this entire book, and now you want to end the book on like, it's time for a dawn of a new day. I'm like, no, that was never my ending, bro. Like I want people to be shattered by the end of this book. Like real life happens. Like life is filled with sad moments, and that's the way my book had to end. My book had to end that way. It was a bittersweet moment. It was good, and it ended good on a good note, but it's a bittersweet note, and that's the way it had to go. And I told him, I'm like, we're not doing your ending, bro. I'm like, this is my story. This is my story. We're gonna end it the way I want to end it, buddy. Take that up your ass, sir. Take it so far up your ass. Yeah, and I never really actually promoted the book all that much. A lot of people don't even know about it. Like when it first came out, I promoted it on my channel a couple times, but that's really it. I haven't really talked about it. I don't even know how many copies I've sold in the past year or two. I haven't really been keeping up with it. So I've been focusing on YouTube and work and all that stuff. And I really got to clean this game case. This game case is dirty as hell. Xenoblade Chronicles. Xenoblade Chronicles 2. Xenoblade Chronicles Torah. Oh, man, my cough is getting bad, y'all. Bloodstained Curse of the Moon, Part 1 and Part 2. Bloodstained Ritual of the Night. I love Bloodstained Ritual of the Night. It's such a good game. If you guys ever played it, it's such a good game. It really is. I like that artwork. There's a game coming out called something Destiny. I really, really want to play it. Don't think I'm going to have the money for it. Let me see. PS5 Destiny. Something Destiny. I can't remember the name of it, man. Can't remember the name of it. How many books did you sell, Rob? It was like 350 something. Yeah, we sold quite a bit, actually. But like I said, I only make like $1 from each one. So it wasn't like I had a super, like, it wasn't like I was like, oh man, I made so much money. It was like, it barely covered the cost of publishing it and stuff, you know? It was not that much. Victor coming in with another super chat, and he says, hold on one second, I'm checking to see what the name of that game was. Edge of Destiny. Edge of Destiny was the name of the game. And Victor said, what director writers reflect the style the most if you could produce an original content? Lemon juice is a Kanye pepper for your throat. Oh, lemon juice and Kanye pepper. I've been using lemon tea and honey. Lemon tea and honey. Oh, shit, we got a new stream boss. Hold on. I got to put on this? New stream boss. Thank you, Victor. Putting that on Instagram right now. If you guys aren't following me on Insta, go follow me on Insta. Follow me on Instagram. All right. Story. Whoa. Story. New stream boss. Boom. Thank you, Victor Bell, for your support. Good stuff. Which director would best? Well, if I had the story, I would have the Game of Thrones guys write it, and then I don't know who would direct it. I don't know. I think it would work better as an animated form, to be honest with you, because I can't think of a director who would direct it well. Peter Jackson would be my go-to, though. Are you still? Is your Instagram still private? Well, you can follow me. Just go to Robert Storms 84 and just send me a follow, and I'll accept it. I'll accept it. Yeah, I don't have no request, but you send it. You send me a follow, and I'll follow. I'll accept it. But I would say Peter Jackson, because my novel is very fantasy based. Like the Hobbit movies and Lord of the Rings. They're not like those, but they have that fantasy feel to it. My books are more inspired by like Final Fantasy and gargoyles and Disney princess movies, and like Good versus Evil. It has Star Wars in there, Sailor Moon has like hints of that in there, but yeah, Peter Jackson would be my go-to. I think. Followed you on Instagram, bro. Thank you. I appreciate that. Join the membership today. That's right. Hit the join button, guys. Hit the join button. Hit the join button. Where is the join button? All right. So here's the link for my membership if you guys want to join that. That's what I'm saying, Greg. Like that's what I want. Like the Castlevania art style, man. Like it's so good. It's so good. Because the people that did Castlevania did the Masters of the Universe anime too. I'm like, yes, I want my book in that style. Like absolutely I want that. Absolutely I want that. Let me see if I can find on Facebook what the cover for number 4 was gonna be, because I had a cover for issue 4. Man, look at this. This is how old this shit is. Me and Neo Game Sparks. Where is it? Me and Neo Game Sparks, man, at Star Wars Celebration back in 2017. Way back when, man. You got me and Goshen on here somewhere too. Down at Miami. Of course it wouldn't be there. Of course I would have to go to the apps, your photos. Of course I would have to go all the way through. All right, I'm going to let that load for a bit. Because I'm going to have to go back years. Speaking of which, I got to download the new Saga book. But yeah, as that's going through, I'm going to look for it, okay? I'm going to look for it for you guys. Do. On your own. Do. Why did it just stop right there? Why did it just stop right there? I know, right, Rob? It would be fire. Dude, I would, if I could find a way to get the money to promote it, I would. You know? It's just, I would do it. Like how much would it cost? I wonder how much something like that would cost. You know? Because I'm not doing it to make money. I don't care about making money. You know? That's not the reason why I'm doing it. I'm doing it because I want to tell my story. Like, I don't care about the money. It ain't about the money. It's about making a statement. I can't find it, guys. I can't find it. I do have the Tale of the Seashell picture somewhere. I can't find it. I can't find it. Can't find it. Let me check my pictures. Can't find it. Nah. But yeah, I would love to make it into an anime. 100%. Would love to. Love to. I'm going for the Rams personally. Just my personal opinion. Just my personal opinion. I'm going for the Rams. I want to see Matthew Stafford win the title. Nothing against Joe Burrow. I just feel like he has many more years left to do something. Well, I haven't reached out to any local art schools or for anything like that. I don't even know where to begin with that. Otherwise, I would have. I would love to, but I don't even know where to start when it comes to something like that, Victor. I don't even know where to start with that. I don't know where to start when it comes to stuff like that. Yeah, unfortunately. Now I want a Baja Blast from Taco Bell. I don't drink soda, but I occasionally do get a Baja Blast. I do like to get a Baja Blast occasionally. And I don't drink soda. I can't drink soda. Soda's like super bad for you. But yeah, occasionally I do get a Baja Blast. Occasionally. Got 31 likes. Alrighty then. All right, guys. I'm going to go ahead and wrap this up. We've been streaming for over an hour. I want to appreciate all you guys. Jasm, Victor Bell, Ringheader. Thank you so much. And definitely you, Victor Bell, for becoming the new stream boss and everything. And thank you, Ringhead, for all your support. I really, really appreciate all of you guys. Tomorrow I'll come back with my topics. And I will come back with a single video tomorrow at some point. Maybe I'll film it when I get home from work. Maybe I'll get up early tomorrow, film it. Hopefully there's something to talk about. Just the reason why I haven't done no real solo videos is just there hasn't been a whole lot to talk about. But thank you guys all so much. Love each and every one of you guys. Thank you guys for all the support as always. Be sure to like the button, share, smash the like button, help support the channel. And until next time, guys, as always,